Hello brothers, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to turn 30 years old in a couple of months. And to celebrate this, I'm going to be reacting to 5 different life lessons that I've gotten in the past decade of being a dating coach. It has been an absolutely wild journey of going to different countries, meeting different people, helping different people and seeing them evolve from a person with no dates to a person with an abundant dating life. I've also been documenting my journey of helping people for the past decade on my YouTube channel, and it has been an amazing ride. I was able to shut down my business, make this my full-time thing, and since then I've been helping people, I've been working on my own dating life, and it's been an awesome experience. So let's rewind it back to 2014 when I created my first YouTube video. Now I was completely unprepared. All I knew is I wanted to be a dating coach, and I remember I was managing my restaurant and club at that time. Work hours were extremely hectic. I wanted to travel the world. I knew I got a skill. I wanted to teach that skill to people, but I didn't know how. Now the first lesson I got is just get started. So no matter where you are in life, maybe you're thinking of starting a new business, maybe you're thinking of getting a new girlfriend, maybe you want to approach your crush and tell her that you really like her. It's all about jumping in the fire. Because if you don't make that transition of jumping in the fire, you will never get to know. And that's what I realized while I was recording my first YouTube video. Because I clearly remember it was 43 degrees hot outside. We took the camera, we didn't have a studio, we didn't have anything at that point in time. And I told my friend, hey man, let's go out, please help me out, record this 10 minutes video. It took me 6 hours to record that 10 minutes segment, and I was out in the heat with one of my friends. And rather than focusing on the heat, rather than focusing on the problems of delivery, rather than focusing on the perfect content, we were focused on enjoying the process, which is actually the biggest lessons I received, not only doing YouTube, not only being a dating coach, but doing anything in life. It is focused on enjoying the process rather than the result itself. Now, a lot of people enter self-development, start learning about cold approach. They want to improve their dating life, but they want everything immediately. Now, one thing that you need to learn about dating and attraction is that it's a skill-based thing, which basically means that you need to go out multiple times, you need to practice it multiple times, and only then you will get good. Now, if you don't enjoy the process of going out and talking to multiple people, even if it's a rejection, you're not going to get good at this, because this is a skill-based thing, which basically means that you need to go out in repetition, you need to put in the work. You will probably get rejected at first, but as you go on in your journey, the rejection rate is significantly going to drop down, and you're going to get better at understanding about female psychology, understanding women at the core. And what that means is basically you will meet a lot of people in your journey, a lot of cool people. You'll be able to make social circles. You'll meet a lot of women that you would want to date. You'll meet a lot of women that you know that you should not date. And you'd meet a mixed variety of people. So you need to start enjoying the process rather than thinking about the outcome itself. So it's actually amazing seeing my old self working really hard on these videos, because it's nice seeing that I was always focused on enjoying the process, and that's what exactly you need to do. So any part of the game, any part of dating, any part of your life that you're really not enjoying, you actually need to think how you can enjoy the process, how you can simplify the process so that it becomes an enjoyable experience for you. Now, the second lesson I learned is your thoughts become your reality. No matter who you are, whatever you keep on thinking will become your reality. And if you push yourself, you can get good at anything. And this epiphany came to me after helping and coaching a lot of clients, and not only coaching a lot of clients, but also seeing my evolution in terms of dating. From the person I was, a shy, introverted kid who had 4 friends, who used to get bullied all the time, to a person who was able to talk in seminars. And not only that, also the transformations literally blew my mind. A 49-year-old guy who has never spoken to a woman before, getting so comfortable talking to women that he's 18 women in his life, and he finally ended up finding his potential life partner. And also these young guys who coming from a socially awkward place, going out there, working on their dating lives and actually improving their dating lives. And not only that, they're improving their social lives as well. With the skills that they're learning in dating, whether it's the communication skills, whether it's the non-verbal communication skills, they're also able to climb the social ladders. Over the years, going out, putting in the reps, you learn absolutely anything. And that's what I see with my clients as well. Now, I was coaching this guy. Back in 2020, this 49-year-old gentleman approached me. He had never approached a woman before. He had never even spoken to a woman before. He had never been in a relationship before. And this guy approached me and he wanted to learn this skill. Now, at the age of 49, of course, it's going to be a lot harder to learn the skill. But for a younger person, it's going to be much easier. But this guy was extremely determined. I saw him transform from a person who had extreme social anxiety to a person who ended up talking to 18 women by the end of 3 months.
And I'm unmarried. It's been difficult because of the pandemic to be able to meet new people. Absolutely, age is just a number. Every single person out there has a right to be able to connect with somebody, to be able to find love. After coming to you and after your encouragement, I feel a lot more confident.
And this guy was extremely determined. He did not really want to talk to 18 women, but he was just doing it because he wanted to learn the skill. Now, once he learned the skill, he found a compatible partner and he ended up getting married at the age of 50. So anything is possible. And I see this with all of my clients. Now, when I say your thoughts become your reality, there's also a negative downside to it. Now, I also had a client I was coaching who had a huge mental blockage. Now, this guy used to think that I'm not worthy of any girl. I will never be able to learn this skill. No matter how much you coach me, it's not gonna happen. And that's exactly what happened. I coached him for exactly 1 year, went to meet him, showed him exactly how it's done, created his online dating profile myself. He was getting those matches, but he would not swipe. He completely believed the fact that he's not worthy of any girl, and he completely believed the fact that no matter how much we help him, he's not going to improve. And that's exactly what happened. Towards the end of the program, towards the end of the coaching, even the free coaching that we gave him, I was so frustrated with him. I was like, okay, you're not getting a result in your online dating profile, let our team manage it for a week and let's see. He got around 200 matches in that particular week. So what we realized is he's not even swiping with that particular online dating profile. So whatever your thoughts are, they will always become your reality. So make sure that you think positively, because it's very important that you believe that you can do it. Because if you don't believe that you can do it, you will not be able to do it. Now, towards the end, I'm also going to share one of the biggest lessons I got, so stick till the end. Now, the third lesson what I got in my journey was back in 2016 when I got my first billionaire client. Now, the lesson was that dating does not really need to be time consuming. Now, I learned this because I was working with this guy and he literally had no time in his hands. He was like, I have 2 days, I really want to fix my dating life. Maybe a week's time I can give, but that's pretty much it. Now, that was the beginning of creating all these effective processes in dating, whether it's texting on automation, whether it's the flirt framework, the CQC framework for approaching. And that's when I sat down with my whole team, we made a step-by-step plan for him, and we ended up changing his dating life just within 3 days. Within 72 hours, we gave him a complete fashion and a grooming makeover. We created his online dating profile by doing a photo shoot for him. And apart from that, we also helped him in terms of texting by following the flirt framework in action. Now, people who generally book calls with us, they always have this limiting mindset that dating is extremely time consuming. They think that I have to get a fashion and a grooming makeover, that's going to take a week or 2 weeks. Then I have to get all the clothing, then I have to decide the locations, then I have to do the photo shoot, it's going to take 4 weeks. And then I start texting the girl, probably I get some matches, and then the to and fro takes around 2 weeks, and then I set a date in 8 weeks. But it really does not have to be like that. You can actually start setting dates from the first week itself. So it really does not have to be that time consuming. And a lot of people make excuses that, hey man, I'm too focused on my work. I'm too focused on my business. I don't have time for dating. But a practical activity that I want you to do is I want you to open your phone right now. Go to the settings, watch the screen time. Watch the screen time. If it is above 45 minutes or 1 hour, then you have ample of time to work on your dating life.
Now, the fourth lesson that I got, it's a little bit controversial. A lot of people might hate me for this, but that is the reality. Do not waste your time in a serious relationship before the age of 25. Now, there's an exception to this rule. If you're a childhood sweetheart, I really don't want to spoil your relationship. But if you don't, this is the best time that you have because you don't have that many responsibilities. This is the time that you're going to work on your personality, you want to work on your communication skills because that is going to add a lot of value in your life in the long run. Now, personally for me, I exactly have a plan for my dating life as to when do I want to get into a serious relationship. And I think you should too. Because a lot of people, they enter cold approach, they start learning about dating skills, they start learning about online dating, they start getting good reactions from women. And the first thing they do is, as soon as a woman gives them good reactions, they fall in a relationship. Now that's because they're coming from a place where they have not received those good reactions from women. Now, is the woman compatible to them? Is she good for a long-term relationship? That's a story for another video. But in my experience, what men generally do is they start falling into a relationship after relationship, it becomes a toxic situation, and also it sort of messes them up and they stop trusting women after that. So make sure that you don't fall into a lot of relationships, or make sure you don't fall into a serious relationship before 25. After 25, you're actually good to go. Make sure you find a long-term partner after 25, because in the Indian society, the dating pool actually shrinks after the age of 30. So make sure that 25 to 30 is the time that you spend to actually find that serious partner that you want to spend your life with. And the last lesson for this video, which I got into my life a little later, which I would have wished that I would have got earlier, and it's going to save you a lot of trouble, is build a strong mindset, remove the barriers for success, and build a disciplined life, whether it's fitness, nutrition, your sleep cycle, your dating life, and your business. Now, this is really important because at the end of the day, you cannot just have one thing. If you have good dating life and you have bad fitness or you have bad business, that dating life is not going to thrive for a long time. But if you have a good business and you have a bad dating life, you're not a social person, it's also going to go down. But if you're just a person who's extremely fit, and you don't know how to talk to women, and you don't know how to work on your business, and you have no money in your pockets, even that is bad. So make sure that you divide your life into certain aspects and you work on each and every aspect. And that's exactly what we coach our clients on, because we want a holistic change. We just don't want to change in one aspect of your life, because that's going to be a very short-term change. Now, if you work on all these aspects of your life, that is when you actually build core confidence. And that confidence is going to help you with higher self-esteem, a positive self-identity. And not only that, it's also going to make you magnetically more attractive to people. Not only women, of course, dating is going to be a byproduct, but everyone is going to get attracted to you in terms of they would want to spend time with you, people would want to connect with you, want to network with you, and that is an ideal life that most of us want. Now, if you're someone who wants all of that for himself, then all you need to do is click the pinned comment below, schedule a call with my team, and let's see if you're a right fit to work together.